we got Abram Mitchell. He started off wholesaling, but now he is going crazy in developments, making big money just like y'all want to do, and he's helping change lives.
My name Abram Mitchell, from Louisiana. I'm currently in Nashville, in real estate, been investing in real estate for about 5 years now. Me and my boy, we joke about we need to be on most wanted posts. Like my lenders be like, y'all need to be on most wanted for stealing dirt. Like I want steals, not deals.
Yeah,
like that's my motto. I want steals, not deals. Like if they want it, then I want it even lower.
Overall, so I know you've been doing 2021. How much you think you done made over that spread from development?
I would say in real estate, I done over 3 million net.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you only been doing it for how long?
5 years.
5 days. Okay.
Yeah.
I did my first flip in 2020, made 80 grand off of it.
Oh, so it was successful. It went
Successful.
green.
His first one.
Yeah.
Your first one.
First
Oh yeah,
flip.
good shit.
I had a deal that I sold my first year in the business, and I made 25,000 off of it. But I found out I sold it 150K too cheap. So I was supposed to make 175K off that deal. And the reason I didn't is because of my knowledge. My first like 2 years in development has been me just learning the numbers, learning the operation, learning the structure of developing a home. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad around that time. That's what it was. And that's when I found out that money was a tool.
Yep, and that's all it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like I read that in that book. That book like changed my whole. It was a frequency shift, a mindset shift, like everything all at once. You know, and people always talk about the problems in the world, and I truly believe that the absolute number one, only best way to fix the problems we got in America is through the kids.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's the
It's through the generation coming up.
Yeah. Hey man, y'all already see what we doing, man. Welcome back to On the Porch. We got a whole nother episode of On the Porch, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you on YouTube, go over to our other platforms, leave us 5 stars, move us up those charts so we continue to get this information out to you. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and join the membership. We got a lot of offers coming for you all. So go ahead and join, be ahead of the curve, man. That's what we don't want to do. We don't want to get left behind. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at _on-the-porch. BJ.
Amen. 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 Hey, it's your boy _BJ Real. We back here with another episode. Like I said, we put it in y'all face every week. Going guest for guest for guest. We got a special guest here today. Doing big things, taking out everything. So shoot.
Going crazy, man. I think when I first watched, I think he was on Millionaire Mindset. This was before we started the podcast. And I was like, gotta get him. Gotta get him. Because I want this episode for me to ask questions. Right? This ain't even what y'all understand. I'm being completely honest with y'all.
Trying to get a quick little mentor session in
real quick. So, man, we got Abram Mitchell. He started off wholesaling, but now he is going crazy in developments, making big money just like y'all want to do, and he's helping change lives. So, of course, I had to get him on. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man, of course.
Man, y'all did good with that one.
For sure.
But yeah, like my name Abram Mitchell, from Louisiana. I'm currently in Nashville, in real estate, been investing in real estate for about 5 years now. And first, I want to say appreciate y'all for having me on the show.
Man,
I like the energy. I like the spot, bro.
Man, appreciate it, bro.
We in here.
We in here, bro. We in here.
It fit the whole, like, the name of the show.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just the whole vibe and the frequency. So, I like it. I like how y'all set it up.
And that's how we like to come, bro. We like to make sure y'all feel good, feel like y'all at home.
It's unique,
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, we could have did a whole studio vibe, but it's like, hey, let's just thug it out in the garage.
Yeah.
You feel me? Let's get to it. So
I like that.
So I know you in Nashville, right? So I know you're in real estate. Let's give us a little bit about your background, where you come from, how you was raised up, and everything like that.
Okay, so like I said, I was from Louisiana, born in New Orleans, but I was raised in Baton Rouge, so about an hour away. I mean, shit, I wouldn't say I came up like very hard, but I came up humble.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like I had parents that, you know, of course my dad, he's a hustler.
Right.
You know, and they didn't go to college, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't really the 9-to-5 corporate parents. So I grew up in a household never watching my parents get up and go to a job and clock in.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You feel me?
That's crazy.
So like I never, a job and nothing against, you know, the 9-to-5 thing, but it never really was something that I even thought of because I never.
That wasn't your reality.
Yeah, it wasn't my reality. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed my parents sell food plates. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Till he got clean, and then eventually they came across a glass business.
Okay,
You know, so again, like a lot of the hustle that I get, I dedicate that to my parents. You
For
know
sure.
what I mean? So you know, we came up, of course, early life moving from a lot of apartments to apartment.
Okay.
I remember, you know, moving into our first house and shit. I mean, that was, you know,
That was it.
That was amazing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Moving into a house. And then I remember we moved into a house with stairs, and that was like unbelievable.
For sure.
You know, like I always tell people the story when my dad bought me. He came and got me because I'm his first son. I'm his oldest son.
Okay.
He brought me to the house that they live in now, and I walked in there and he was like, "That's gonna be our house," and I was like, "Why you lying? Like, what you mean? This
yeah,
a
that's-
big ass house with stairs in
That's
it.
crazy. Yeah.
Coming from the house we was in right now, we live behind the canal, in front of the canal, so
Okay,
we got a lot of rodents
and
and
everything,
possums
yeah.
and rats, all in. You know what I'm saying? Being in a situation like that to going to that, I'm like, damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. You know
For
what
sure.
I'm saying?
For sure.
We made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, you know, getting exposed to that environment, I start realizing that my dad is a hustler. You know, my parents are hustlers. So they didn't work for a job, but it's like they built their own job. You know what I'm
Right.
They
saying?
made it happen.
They was outside every day. You know, the glass business, you know it's a physical business. Like you outside in the sun, replacing windshields, repairing windshields. My dad had a fireworks stand, you know,
man.
but at the end of the day, I always remember 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, he out the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he might not be going clocking to a job, but he going hustle, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
to put food on our plate. He might not come back till 8, 9 o'clock at night sometimes.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So he out there hustling, and I started realizing, well, that ain't really sustainable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So naturally, you know, coming up, you want to do better than your parents. You know,
Got to.
course.
So
And that's a hell of a thing to do.
you want to do better than your parents. You know, so I just remember as a kid, I just always wanted to be rich. Like I just always wanted to be rich. I always wanted some money because I enjoy luxury things. Like I ain't one of those people that's like.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
you.
You wanna
It's
enjoy,
like you
like-
had humble beginnings. It's like you never had nothing.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, people talk about
Pop it.
people talk down about stuff like that, right? Like, first of all, where we come from, and we younger, so a lot of people like, oh, y'all making money, but y'all, you know, you buying this, you buying that. It's like, bruh, well, that's what I want.
That's what we want.
I got that
we gotta
experience and I'm working
And
day
of
to
course,
get it. So yeah.
and of course you're
true.
buying it when you can afford it. It's not like you blowing your whole account on it. You
Exactly.
feel me? You been
gotta
smart with it.
validate it a little bit. You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? So like, you know, you growing up in a time where your parents tell you drink your spit when you thirsty. And, you know, we
Fact.
eating struggle meals and
Y'all-
stuff.
y'all-
And
Like y'all on your own tonight. Like
Yeah.
that's what I used to get. Like they used to be like, hey, y'all go in there, find what y'all find in the kitchen. Y'all on your own.
exactly. So like, you know, I used to ask for a lot of stuff, and I remember my mom always tell me, you got to be rich when you grow up.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
money don't grow on trees. We ain't rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be rich when you grow up. So she told me that so much to where I was like, shit, I gotta be rich.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No
I
choice.
gotta be rich. I gotta get some money. I gotta find a way, you know?
I'm already knowing.
And man, I tell this story a lot is I remember when I was young, I used to go to birthday parties, like my cousin's birthday parties, and I always like go up to like my aunts, uncles,
Yeah.
everybody in there. I'd be like, man, my birthday was last month. Like, you got something for me? Like,
What you mean?
I swear
They
to
get
God.
you a gift for that?
like I'm trying to get $5, $10 here. By the end of the party, like I kid you not, I walk away with like $40, $50, and my parents
You
would be
just
like collecting money. Like I'm like, I need some money. You
Yeah.
feel me? And we in this situation where all these people together and they celebrating this person. Well, shit. What about me? My
Ain't come with no
was a few
gift or
months
nothing.
ago. We would come with a gift. I leave that up to my parents.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
you like,
But I
okay.
kind of got a name for that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and it was crazy because I was just a kid, and of course, you know, a lot of people would say no, but I would just focus on the ones that
Say yes.
reach into their pocket, give me a few dollars.
So you started young.
So how did so obviously translates to business.
Translated, and
So
that's what.
so
Yeah.
How does that help you in your business, especially when you first start off doing wholesaling? Like,
I'm not scared to hear no.
Not scared to
Because
hear
I
no.
know that every time you tell me no, I'm gonna get closer to the yes.
yes.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
You feel me? So I started getting that rep as being, hey, if you invite Abram to your party, he trying to get some money out of
When you was
somebody.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So of course that translated into business, and I remember, I got to high school and I played sports in high school. So of course, I would say I didn't have to work a job. So I didn't work a job in high school until I was finished playing sports.
Right.
And when I first got into that environment, I remember putting in a lot of applications and not getting no response.
Damn.
Like nobody hit me
That's how
back.
I usually go.
Like nobody hit me back, bro. So I'm like, I ain't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it because I felt like I'm in a situation. It's good and bad, but like I always had like a problem with authority.
Yeah.
Like I was the kid that's like, you always gotta have the last word. You talk back. I get in trouble in school. You know what I'm saying? I get suspended. Like, and it wasn't because I was a bad kid. It just my mama said he's a big what she used to say. He has a huge spirit. Or something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
yeah.
His character
Yeah,
or something like
character.
that.
Yeah, for
She probably used another word, but you get what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
when I'm getting to that point where I'm putting in these applications, nobody hitting me back. I feel like I'm in a situation where somebody else control my next move. You know what I'm saying? It got to the point where I said, look, if I start working, I'm not gonna work at McDonald's. But then I put in so many applications, didn't get a response. I said, all right, let me go put in an application at McDonald's.
Right. And this
They
in
ain't
college?
even hit me. This in high school.
This in high school?
They didn't even hit me back. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, bro, I don't like this job atmosphere.
Facts.
And then I finally got a job at Home Depot. And I always tell people like that was one of the biggest blessings for me because it was confirmation that I did not ever want to work for them.
Was you in the warehouse or you was in the store?
I was in the store.
Okay, because I work Home Depot warehouse, and that's like them slave hours, like them 12-hour shifts.
Oh, you working at nighttime then?
Yeah, nights, like yeah.
Y'all coming in when we leaving out.
Yeah, probably. Nah, but it was like at the actual warehouse. It wasn't at the actual Home Depot.
Okay, so y'all
Yeah.
was like load the trucks come in
And
y'all
boxing
loading
stuff up, putting it on the truck, taking stuff off the truck. Just
So then
real
they
slave
had the
work.
night, and they had the night workers that when the truck get to Home Depot, they gotta go do inventory
Yeah.
overnight in the
Yeah.
store. So
They
they'll
working people till they drop.
Man.
Working people till they quit.
So
Bro, I
why
tell people.
why you say you couldn't work a job like after that? Why you say that?
bro. Because bro, if you work at Home Depot in the lumber department,
Salute
I'm telling you, salute to you, bro. Because like, bro, it is everything from cleaning up concrete, you know what I'm saying, to learning how to drive a forklift, lifting lumber, loading wood on people's truck, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
And I'm not lazy, so if my name on it, I was one of the hardest workers in there.
Gotta be.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Cutting lumber, all that. And bro, it was times I get to work at 3. I'm not getting off till like out because I had to close. And I might get off at 10, but I'm not getting out of there till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning because job got to be finished.
Yeah.
You feel me? Of course, I'm getting extra hours, but I was just like, I remember being in there at times where it was just me and maybe one other person in the store.
Yeah.
And like, this was when Drake dropped Views. I remember just listening to Views a lot during that time. And I'm like, man, bro, I know this a phase in my life,
That's
but
it.
this is like, God, you got me here because you know
Yeah.
I don't want to go back there. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Right.
So I just would get into situations where like I might clean something up, somebody mess it up, then my manager tell me go clean that, and I'm like, man, I'm not. Nah,
just did
like,
that shit.
like, nah, you
Go-
not
go
about
talk
to
to
tell-
buddy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I start getting to situations like that. Then like the last straw was when I talked to this one woman, and I tell this story a lot, bro. It was a woman, she had been working at the Pro Desk, and
Okay.
it's funny because now I buy a lot. I'm a developer,
So
so I go to Home Depot and buy a lot of materials
all the
now.
time,
But
yeah.
she was working there. She said she had been working at Home Depot for like 30 years, and she was only making like $32 an hour.
Oh
Dang.
shit! After 30 years,
And that's what they tell you too. Like the older people in the Home Depot, they be like, go ahead and like just learn
Yeah.
every job. So once you like get to 20, 30 years like me, you can get a higher position. You like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I'm about to be
like
out.
one of
I'm
my
about to be- I got 3 more months out of me. I'm going.
Exactly. And that's how I was thinking, because like, you know, you'll have the regular workers like me, then you'll have a supervisor, then
Yeah.
a manager, and like store manager. And I remember my supervisor, they had like 2 or 3 checks a year basically where they eligible to get they promotion.
Yeah.
And this dude used to bust his ass. He was one of the best workers in there. Like he ran more than just his department.
Yeah.
And it was like a thing in the store. They knew when his like promotion period was coming up, his inspection, and he'll never get it.
God,
He'll never get the promotion, bro.
that's
And
too
it
much
was like
control, bro.
I think he let that go on for like 10 years. Of course, I was only there. I was at Home Depot for like 3-4 months.
Yeah,
But
for
he,
sure.
like, people knew, like, damn, he'll never get the promotion. Then he finally got a manager job at Big Lots. But I'm like, imagine, like, having your future in somebody's hands for that many years before you make a move.
For sure, and that's kind of crazy because I mean, when you work for yourself, like you said, you work for yourself. Obviously, it's like when you work for yourself, is whenever you put that work in, you know what results you're going to get. You know you reward yourself pretty much.
Exactly.
That's why I've been telling people about living in or working at like jobs or something like that. That's why if you do go work a job with somebody, I'll be like, bro, go get a commission job. At least you know, goddamn, that shit gonna go off of your performance.
Exactly.
But people don't understand it. They got to switch. They got to switch in their head first because people like, I want my guaranteed pay.
People scared to perform, though.
They're scared to perform.
That's the thing, and that's why, you know, entrepreneurs are who they are, because obviously something in your brain tell you, I'm a player.
Yeah.
I'm the cream of the, I'm the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, cream of the crop. So, man, you know, just situations like that just taught me like, nah, this ain't gonna be what's up. I did that for like 3 months, quit, and then I went into my first year of college, was broke that entire first year of college.
Damn.
Like terribly broke. I had a car. I remember I used to have my friends ride home with me so they could put $5 in on the gas.
For
You heard me?
sure.
Like, I need some gas, you know what I'm saying? So like, going through that first year of college, broke as hell, like,
You going to the same place I'm going. Why are you
Exactly.
getting gas money?
yeah. But hey,
Hey, bro, you want to get in or not?
you want to get in my car then shit.
It's 15 now.
You want, we might not make it there. The choice yours, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, going through situations like that, then being in college, broke, not really having no money, and then like your first time on your own, and in Louisiana, like plant jobs is very popular. So again, I guess I did it again. I wasn't listening to myself. That first year in college broke. And then when you get out of college, they got these plant jobs where you could work for 3 months and end up making like 12, 13,000. That's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I went through the certifications to be able to work in the plant, couldn't get a job.
Damn.
So then I ended up getting a fry cook job. Hated it.
Hate that shit.
Hated it,
Ain't
bro.
no work at a
Too
restaurant.
hot back there.
Hated it. And then, and this way I get good at. So
Good part.
I got the,
This is where it get good.
This way I get good at.
Lock in.
So that summer 2017,
Yeah.
I had got the fry cook job. And then remember I told you the glass business.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
glass business.
So and I always worked like my parents never gave me nothing. So like if I did get something, I put in the work for it. So
Okay.
my dad had a fireworks stand growing up. I ran that fireworks stand from like probably 12 years old up until he couldn't pay me enough for me to go.
Okay.
Right, yeah, I feel you.
It was a hobby now, you know what I'm saying? So, but I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I was in an environment managing people older than me, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is before I got the Home Depot job.
Right.
So, boom, I get the fry cook job. Bro, I'm like, damn, why is it so slippery back here? Like, I think the first time I fell, then I was like, you know what, bro, this guy.
You had them big old fish boots on.
Yeah,
In the back in the
like,
kitchen.
Bro, like the restaurant industry, people don't talk about it.
Bro, that shit.
What go down in the kitchen?
Yeah, for sure.
On the line.
Yeah, I know that shit's crazy.
That's
I never
a-
worked at a restaurant, but I just know it's
I
crazy.
had a cousin that worked in it.
But we just had
He a chef though. He like it though. But
Bro, there had certain days I showed up there, ain't nobody showed up. I'm running the whole line. I'm like, and then it's hot.
oh no.
How does
It's
it?
stupid hot, getting off late. So that's when I was like, man, I'm getting in this glass business now.
Okay.
So
oh, all right.
I
So
was
you
about to
just
ask
went
you why
back.
you
You
never
just
going
went
back
back
to the glass
that's
business.
what I got in the glass business. So it's summer of 2017, and I get my first glass kit, and basically, you ever had a rock chip on your windshield?
Yep.
Like, exactly, and they'll run. So Louisiana, we got the worst roads in America, so
Okay.
everybody got cracked up windshields.
Right.
And it's like crazy because the roads messed up. Everybody got cracked up windshields, but in order for you to get your brake tag past your inspection, your windshield got to be
Oh, I ain't
clear.
know that. I
Oh,
ain't know
damn,
that.
that's
It
crazy.
got to be clear in Louisiana. That's
In Louisiana,
Oh,
not
okay,
here.
okay.
Though.
Feel
Not
me?
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's the lick, you know. So I started repairing windshields. So the hustle is you go somewhere where a lot of cars at. So I work on a car wash parking lot. And basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for cars with cracks on their windshield. And a lot of people don't know is that insurance cover that free of charge.
Oh shit.
And it take me like 5-10 minutes to do it.
And you know you getting paid, guaranteed.
$60-$70 a pop.
Easy.
You feel me? So I remember my first $280 day at the car wash.
For real.
I was like 19 years old.
That's it.
I made $280 in a day.
For sure. That's it.
Bro, I remember running home and said, it's over with. It's over with. I done found it. I'm about to quit the job. But again, I'm not a quitter. Yeah. So what I did was I went talk to my manager and I said, look, bro, I really don't need this, but I know you in a situation where you need employees. I just need you to be flexible with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. That's good business.
And
that show
he
you not to burn no bridge.
Exactly. He respected me. And I was like, I'm going to finish out the summer here because I was, down for summer. I was out of college.
Right.
But, man, bro, that whole summer I was working the fry cook job. I was getting paid $12 an hour. That was cool.
That's
it was
cool.
extra money.
A little consistent money going.
Exactly. But then I started learning the glass business and it's sales in a sense because 100 cars might pull up to the car wash. Might got 50 of them with or say 30 or 40 of them got a chip on their windshield. Maybe 5 people tell me,
Yeah.
But I knew every single person. They knew me as like, why is this dude every car pull up?
In their pitch.
I'm walking around the cars. I'm trying to check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about somebody telling me no. Like I remember my dad just dropping me off at the car wash and saying, swim.
Damn.
Like he left. He dropped me off at the car wash and left.
That's crazy.
And my first few days, I ain't make no money.
Yeah.
Then I think I had a day where I made like one, and then I had that $280 day, and that's when it just went crazy for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just it was like crack to me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, bro, I could generate money
By yourself.
without nobody.
Yeah.
By myself.
That's it,
dog.
bro. Once you
feel
get
me?
that shit, like, oh yeah, it's over.
Exactly. So now I'm like, okay, cool. College about to come back. I didn't want to live on campus. Now I know how to make money. I said, because at first when I was like, I want to live off campus, my people told me, well, who go pay for the apartment? I had to figure that out. I said, all right, bet.
Yeah.
So that like month leading up into college starting, I went close the car wash. And where I was in college, that was in Lafayette, Louisiana. And I was paying that car wash $650 a month to work on their lot.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I had my business, I had everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my apartment, and I mean, bro, I had months. I made $5,000 in a month. I think the best month I ever did was like $8,000. This in college.
Oh, that's it. That's
glass,
great.
with the glass.
With the
business?
glass, bro. People
And you
don't.
say you was playing football in college too?
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
It was high school, but
Okay.
this one the cleats walked away from me because my plan was to walk on in college, but I just
I forgot
I
that
just
money,
didn't.
bro. I'm
Yeah, I was like,
telling you,
man, I
bro.
need to get to
Yeah,
this bag. So,
yeah.
bro, I started printing that money in the glass business, and it just opened up a whole world of just. It changed my mindset, my belief structure. You feel me? I'm like, I could generate money without depending on nobody. And like, shit, I ever go broke. Right now, I'm going straight to the glass business.
to
You
glass,
feel me? I'm going, give me a kid. I'm
Reach
going to
up glass.
Walmart. I'm going to parking lots, and I'm going to hustle. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, what's that saying? You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. So that was me learning how to fish. Now, of course, the glass business is seasonal, so I have slow months, and I'm working in the sun in Louisiana. So like, I started burning out of that.
Yeah.
Especially, I had pledged. I had went online, and like,
damn.
I was just. It took a lot of it, and then, like when I got offline, getting back into that groove, I had months where I could just pay my rent, and it was still a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
It's a blessing.
Pay my rent, but I'm like, bro, I gotta be rich.
Yeah,
you feel me?
facts,
Like this ain't. I understand this a good hustle, but like it's a reason that we ain't rich. We ain't free from this. It's a reason I ain't never been on a vacation like that yet. You know what I'm saying? So, my plan was to open up a fireworks stand, but I came across wholesaling real estate.
Okay. How you get into that? How you find out about it?
So I found out about it in 2018 in college. My uncle. So my dad's sister. And I tell the story like this because I grew up around my aunt a lot, and she had multiple, boyfriends, and then she got with her husband now that she married.
Okay.
And it was like this dude was the first like super smart person that I ever was exposed to. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Cause like he knew about credit. He was doing real estate investing. So like I started soaking that up. Like, bro, I'm calling him. You know what I'm saying? And then one of those conversations, he mentioned that I could get into real estate without credit, without a license, none of that. And I'm like, bro, keep talking. You're like,
How? What the fuck going on?
yeah, like they got a 19-year-old there in Nashville making 6 figures. And I'm like,
I got to do it.
for sure, send me
Nah.
something.
It was
So he
so
sent me the video, and I look at a video, and then I start seeing other youngins in the game, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh,
I'm one of the
this
ones.
it. Yeah, this the lick right here. Like I done found it. So like immediately, like if you know me, if I find something, I'm success love speed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait on it. I'm not
Telling
putting
you.
no time into it.
Yeah.
So I started immersing myself in that game
Yep.
and just learning and listening to podcasts while I'm at the glass business.
Right.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I knew whatever money I make from the glass business, I'm gonna potentially put into this one.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I understood that at that age,
A lot of people-
but
yeah.
it just, it was something naturally, maybe. I know
Right.
also I picked up the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad around that time. That's what it was. And that's when I found out that money was a tool.
Yep. And that's all it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
I read that in that book. That book like changed my whole, it was a frequency shift, a mindset shift, like
Yeah.
everything all at once.
I think I picked up this book at the same time, actually.
Yeah, bro.
2018?
That 2018.
I think I
Summer
I
of
think I did-
2018.
I think I did the same thing.
I had notes in the book, bro. It was like,
I
it
still
was
got this shit
crazy,
upstairs.
bro. I was just like, man, like I felt like it was illegal. I was like, all right, I got to get on this before they make it illegal. Or something.
Wholesaling?
And was
know
you
what I'm
always
saying?
like? Was you always like a reader? Like did you always read books?
I wasn't even a reader.
So what drew you towards that book?
Huh?
I said, what drew you
Yeah.
towards that book?
Man, I think I was listening to a podcast and
Okay,
somebody
yeah.
kept saying, you gotta read this book.
Yeah.
You gotta read this book. It was either that or my uncle told me to read it.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the two, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I read that damn book and it would just like change my whole way of thinking. And it was like, man, I felt like I was like, I was like, I don't know. I felt like I was just hacking
Yeah.
life. You feel me?
Breaking out the matrix.
Exactly. So I'm like, bro, I gotta get in this game. So again, like I said, I was in Kappa. I was a noob, and I was involved with everything I do. So they had this conference going on actually here in Atlanta, and they was flying us to Atlanta for the conference. I didn't even want to go. But then I was like, Atlanta close to Nashville. So
Let me go.
I got them to switch my returning flight to Nashville because I was like, I got to get to Nashville.
Right.
And I told my uncle, put me in front like one of the best wholesalers you know.
Right.
So boom, he did that. And I remember this guy telling me, and he had been doing it for some years. It was him and his wife, and he was telling me, don't wait. Don't get paralysis by analysis.
Yeah,
he was,
sir.
He was like, just do it. Just do
Yeah.
it. Just do it. I remember listening to the Wholesaling Inc. podcast. They saying
I know, yeah.
imperfect action.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember hearing Brent Daniels and them. I was like, I want to get on. I started making it goals that I want to close a deal so I could get on the podcast
Yeah.
and tell my story. So you got all these things going on at once. It was just like a big snowball domino effect. You know, like I was motivated at first, but you'll hear me talk about the difference between motivation and commitment. I ain't gonna get into that right now, but I was like very, very motivated at this point. So I got straight into the game, and I remember my first time like doing it, I'll drive for dollars, you know, started getting some leads, and this is where I was at. So
Was
it
you
like-
cold calling too?
Yeah, I was cold calling.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I would get my list, and then I'd go to the car wash, and at the same time that I'm looking for chips, on my downtime, I'm calling.
Okay. Oh, all right. I got you.
Yeah.
So when people pull up, you go look.
Yeah.
I thought you was about to say you was working the
For
car
sure,
wash
yeah, bro.
for leads or something.
Yeah,
I was about to ask him for one. I ain't want to reach across it.
I
You
knew
good, bro? How
one.
don't matter of fact, go ahead, bro.
Appreciate it.
You the thing. Well, man.
I thought he was about to say at the car wash he was you was fishing for leads or something.
Nah,
Like asking people they want to sell their house at the
That
car
would have
wash.
been a good idea. Put a
That'd
fucking
been crazy.
sign up there about you.
So like, basically, I'm at the car wash because I gotta make money still. So
Yeah.
I'm like, this was gonna get me out of this.
Yeah.
This was gonna get me out of school.
Okay.
'Cause I was in college, but I was like, man, I looked up what these jobs was paying. Like the way I got my degree, because I didn't get my degree. The way I knew my major is I just looked up highest paying business jobs.
Yeah. That's how.
Nobody know what major to pick.
Cause my parents ain't go to college.
Nobody went.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm making calls, and then I'm just like, people hanging up on me, laughing at me.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, at least I'm doing it. I'm
Yeah.
learning. But then the definition is insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, requiring different results. So I'm like, look, I need to get access to some info.
Yeah.
That's when I bought the Brent Daniels TTP course.
Okay.
And when I bought that course, I found out about Mojo Dollars.
Oh, you were doing that shit by hand? Oh, you hell.
By
I be telling
hand.
my students, I be like, do not do that shit, bro. That ain't gonna work.
Manually.
So you probably had no follow-up system either.
None.
None.
No
Oh, yeah.
portfolio.
I ain't have no follow-up system probably till 2 years in the game, bro.
Just all on your phone.
That's what's so crazy
That's
though.
crazy.
You can make money
Still.
in that even now.
Yeah.
I'm making a lot of mistakes in business.
I'm like,
But like that's the difference between a lot of people is that people just try to think their way into it instead of doing it
Taking
and
that
then
action.
getting that experience and it'll bring you there. So
Guys, listen, I'm so happy that you are tuning into the podcast. As you all know, I'm Mr. Mindset, and you know that I do wholesaling real estate. I've been doing it at a high level for a while now. So what I'm doing is I'm giving out strategies on how you can do the same. Guys, I have an ebook out. I have an ebook called 4 Steps to Make 6 Figures in 6 Months with little to no money in wholesaling real estate. Guys, get the book. The link will be in the description. Go get that. And guess what? It also comes with another book, The Perfect Mindset, 7 Thought Patterns that can take you from stress to success. Guys, both of these books will change your lives. I promise. Because if you have the right mindset and you're able to apply that mindset to something, and this something will be wholesaling real estate, you will change you and your family lives. Go get it. It's only $20. Let's do it.
I bought that course, found out about Mojo,
Yeah.
and now I'm able to make $300. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And now I made it a point. I carved my schedule to where I could get 20 hours of calling a week. That's what Brent was saying, 20 hours.
20
And
hours,
I'm
yeah.
like, bro, I'm gonna get to a deal. I don't care how many people tell me no. Like I had roommates at the time. They'll come into some of my friends. They like, what are you doing in your room? Like I locked myself
I was
in
the
the room.
same
But
way.
you got a lot of downtime in college.
Yeah,
like,
BJ
that-
used to do they used to do the same thing to me when I had first started.
Yeah.
We was in college when I started too.
Yeah, I had
So the
3
same shit.
roommates. It was 4 of us.
Yeah.
and they in there playing in the living room,
And you in there.
and I was like, I
I'm
used,
telling
bro,
you,
y'all
same
be
way.
quiet. And I come out, you know, on my breaks, bro. I'm about to get a real estate deal. Like I'm
Not
about
playing
to
with
get
y'all.
a deal, and they looking at me like they don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? And I was telling like my line brothers, I was telling my pro fights, hey, if anybody want come learn real estate with me, come on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just
You
like,
don't want to do it alone.
I feel like I'm around something that, you know, if
And you need to tell people about it.
exactly like if you know something could liberate or free people, you won't tell them about it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And I start telling people, and they like, man, you taking scam courses, like you wasting your time, like
Yeah.
you go fall on your face trying to be an entrepreneur, you arrogant, you not humble,
Yeah.
like just, bruh, a lot of negativity. So then I was like, cool,
how it be.
negativity fueled me. I'm like, all right, we gonna see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it took me like 3-4 months to get my first deal. I closed my first deal October 19th.
Okay.
I made $35,000 on that deal.
35 racks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So I remember that like it was yesterday. It's like $10 million to me. It's like 10 million.
That's
You
how I
feel me?
feel.
Because
And that was the first one.
the first one. The first one. And I said, wherever I close a deal at first, that's where I'm gonna be at. It was in Nashville. So I was like, I'm dropping out. Boom, dropped out, moved to Nashville. I set up another closing on the day I moved to Nashville, and I got blessed in the real estate because I got this 35K deal. Then on the day of closing, I found out about a buyer backing out on the deal.
I hate that shit.
So the buyer backed out
Yeah.
on the deal, and then now I got this seller that at the end of the day, if you put somebody home, like, and at the end of the day, people that do good in this business, you got to keep your integrity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If
What?
you don't, it'll come back to bite you.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? I've been
Yeah.
in situations where I could have, went the wrong way for some money, but I never I never go against my moral character and integrity
Yeah.
for some money because I truly believe it'll come back.
Yeah.
Even if it's 5-10 years later, it'll come back. So this lady ready to, if you put somebody's house under contract, they expecting for you to buy it,
And they ready to
especially the day of closing.
Did they live in a home?
No,
Oh,
they didn't
okay,
live in it.
That's the
But
blessing.
again,
I don't like playing like people that live in their home. I like to make sure
everything
everything's like
you
green
got to, bro.
before, like,
Cause they finna pack up, get that U-Haul truck, and then your ass gonna be looking crazy.
Exactly.
I'd be like, let me make sure everything in order before y'all get different living situations and stuff. I'd be like, let me make sure everything good.
Facts. Facts. Because you playing with people's livelihood at that point. So, that's when I learned about hard money lenders.
Okay.
Because I basically, me and my uncle was doing business together, and he was like, look, either we could call up a hard money lender or we could just leave it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, let's call up a hard money lender. Let's go in on the deal. Everything like it wasn't nothing like handout. Everything we did was 50-50.
So you ain't want to give them just the earnest money and just call it a day?
Nah, I was like, let's buy the deal. So
okay.
I had like 13 grand in my account at that point. I had to spend like 10 to get the deal, to buy it. And I'm like, this is my first day dropping out of school. I'm like, shit, I make the right decision, you know what I'm saying? I make the right decision, So, of course I did, you know what I'm saying? But I say that just to say, like, it's okay for you to kind of second guess things, because you can't control it. Like, I try to tell people, like, when a negative thought come into your mind, just like treat it as a cloud, like just let it go by. If you sit there and harp on it, that's when it produces a negative action, So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I thought about it, but at the same time, I didn't harp on it, because if I think about something negative, I'm gonna try to think about 10 positive things.
Yeah.
Just
Get that, you gotta do.
Get that out of my mind. That's like a car going down the street. I don't even want, like Drake said in that lyric. Drake be dropping game. He said, "Imagine me rapping about if I never made it. Negative thoughts don't even enter my inner matrix." You feel me? So like that's game to me, because he like basically saying, bro, like you gotta manifest it. You gotta, take that negativity and throw it out and block it and just really take action and have positive thoughts. So I knew like it was gonna turn out good. You feel me? So we ended up selling that deal a few weeks later, making money off of that.
Okay.
And my first year in the game, I made like 76 grand.
And how old were you? 20 or not?
20.
You was 20.
Well, I made 21 in between that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I made 20. So I started at 20, made 21 in between that. So then my first year in the game, I made 76 grand. And
that's more than what most people make on their jobs.
On their job.
And grown ass people.
Yeah, facts. And like I knew, like, I'm listening to podcasts, and like everybody always saying, like, you got to build a business. You don't want to be a hustler. You don't want, and also seeing that my parents still working for themselves, self-employed. They can't really leave when they want to. They job like holding them down. So I'm like, okay, I need more info. I need more mentorship. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started investing into more mentorships, like All In, and I paid. My first year in the business, I put all that back in. Like I spent well over 50 grand just on education.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Like I tell people, it's never a dollar I spent on myself that didn't turn out for the good. Even if I found out that person was the right person, wasn't the right person to invest in.
Still learn some shit.
It made my vetting process better.
Yeah.
You feel me? It made my vetting process better.
Like you just said, let the negative thought go by, and then you look at it, you replace it with a positive thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So then I started getting focused on building a team. You know what I'm saying? Because like, okay, we know as wholesaling is great. You know what I'm saying? And I teach people, what you said.
It's a hustle, bro. I'm at that point now, bro. I've been there for 3 years. You feel me? Just me, him, and
and
I got a cold caller, bro.
Yeah.
And now I was like, bro, I got to figure out how to scale this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because I got the podcast and I'm teaching. That shit so much, bro.
It's too much. It's too much. Like at the end of the day, like you gotta understand, CEOs, they set their business owners, they set themselves up to make decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To push the needle, not actually be the person working, because it hinders the scalability of the business. So I remember one day like going in one of my mentors' office, and he had a deal full of boards, and he was like, guess what? I ain't never talked to none of these sellers.
Damn.
So then I made it a goal, was like, I need to close deals without even talking to the seller.
Damn.
Because I start realizing if I go home, if I do this, business stop.
Yep.
I didn't like that.
Chasing that next
Same
deal.
thing.
Chasing the next deal.
That's what
you know?
wholesaling is, bro. You always just chasing the next deal.
Always.
Yeah.
And then paying that tax bill told me, like, bro, it's an avenue.
Yeah.
You feel me? And if you see me on socials, I always say, like, wholesaling is the gateway avenue, #1 avenue into actual real estate investing. That's what I did. I funded my wholesale funds into actual real estate investing. So, and I teach people how to do that, because the most important thing of real estate investing is the deal.
Right, that's it.
So if you build a company to source the best deals,
I'm telling you.
how can nobody stop you? So that was the first phase, is building a company to source deals.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, we might wholesale it, or then eventually I might put myself in a position to take it down.
Yeah.
So that was the next step.
Okay.
It took me to sell a deal to another investor and see him hit 200 racks on it. I'm like,
And how much you made on it?
Like 24.
Damn.
24
Shit.
racks.
Which is good, y'all. Don't get me wrong, but
It was
when you see that
amazing.
you see it on the other end.
Yeah.
It's
It's like, damn. But I'm like,
how you do
okay,
that?
this will learn it.
Yeah.
So again, that's that negative.
Yeah.
Let's think about the positive.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I got access to somebody that just made 200,000 on a flip.
Let me get him up.
And that's what people don't realize about wholesaling real estate.
My
is
first
that-
private money lender, straight off, was an investor. I just hit him up. I had to get the deal fast. I said, "Hey, bro, you give me some money." He said, "I got a line of credit. I got you."
Exactly.
And then just gave me something easy.
With your buyers list, you don't realize like the people you have in your phone.
Bro, you got millionaires
Like,
in your phone,
multi-millionaires
in your phone.
And you want and see this real estate game, like all this stuff new.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling, like there's people that have been making billions in real estate, and you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
So then I start realizing, damn, I learned how to find good deals, analyze them. I learned how to make money at a snap of a finger by selling them. But the people I was selling them to, I was building relationships with them
Yeah.
that was go benefit me on the back end.
Yep.
You just didn't know when. So then, and that's why I tell people, use your resources. Use your resources. Focus on what you could capitalize off of. So boom, I see him make that. My first thing is, okay, how you do that?
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you do that. So now I start learning, who the contractors are, who the lenders are, and I did my first flip.
Okay.
I did my first flip in 2020, made 80 grand off of it.
Oh, so it was successful. It went
Successful.
green.
His first one.
Yeah.
Your first one. Oh, yeah. Good shit. Good
Because
shit.
guess what? If we know how to wholesale a deal,
You know how to find a deal?
you know how to flip.
You know how to flip,
Because
yeah.
if somebody go pay me, this was my rule. If somebody go pay me 20, 30, 40,000 for a deal, then they go and make more off
That
of
means
it.
I got
They
a
have to.
great deal.
I got a great deal.
Yeah.
So I seen that opportunity and I saw where I could make more than double my wholesale fee flipping it. So I took down the flip. And that was and it was a relationship, bro. Like, it's crazy. I had 2 wholesale deals, and this guy, he wanted one of them so bad. He moved into it. I hit a $40K assignment fee off of selling him his house that he lives in now. But I sold it to him at a discount. He was like, look, I'm going to put you in contact with my lender, that one of the best lenders in town. And he did that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And bro, that lender done funded me on millions of dollars of deals to this day.
Yeah, for sure.
From this
All private
one
money.
relationship.
All private
A
money.
hard money lender that funded me millions in new construction deals, millions in fix and flip deals. And I met this dude from selling a deal to a buyer.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Guys, listen, I'm so happy that you are tuning into the podcast. As you all know, I'm Mr. Mindset, and you know that I do wholesaling real estate. I've been doing it at a high level for a while now. So what I'm doing is I'm giving out strategies on how you can do the same. Guys, I have an ebook out. I have an ebook called 4 Steps to Make 6 Figures in 6 Months with little to no money in wholesaling real estate. Guys, get the book. The link will be in the description. Go get that. And guess what? It also comes with another book, The Perfect Mindset, 7 Thought Patterns that can take you from stress to success. Guys, both of these books will change your lives. I promise. Because if you have the right mindset and you're able to apply that mindset to something, and this something will be wholesaling real estate, you will change you and your family lives. Go get it. It's only $20. Let's do it.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So now, boom, year 1, learn how to wholesale deals. Year 2, learn how to start building a team to find the deals. Year 3, now we know how to secure the contract, and I get to cherry pick the best deals.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the best part about
You feel
wholesaling.
me?
Yep.
So now year 4, I realize I'm in Nashville, which is like a crazy development market. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing these people building houses going crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, I want to get in on that too. So I started getting into the new construction world, my
Okay.
4th year into the business.
So how you end up doing that? Like, how did you come about your first deal in development? Like, how did that come about?
The same way I came across my first wholesale deal.
Shit.
I sourced the deal, and then I'm going to back it up a little bit. I had a deal that I sold my first year in the business, and I made $25,000 off of it. But I found out I sold it $150K too cheap. So I was supposed to make $175K off that deal. And the reason I didn't is because of my knowledge. I didn't know my zoning laws, and I didn't know that this lot, it had an extra buildable lot on it. So then I started realizing, damn, land valuable.
Value in it.
It's value, and I always tell people getting into business, I tell my students, like, drive for dollars, because now you start learning the lay of the land. You start learning, hey, if you got an area of town where you see trap houses and then you see multi-million-dollar houses being built next to it, you know there's value in the land.
Yeah.
So that's a good area to develop in.
Yep.
So I knew the market, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get into development, you got to be good at knowing the market. Micro and macro. You got to look at it from a wide angle and a deep angle. So I spent, my first 3 years learning the market, learning the game, to where now that transition was easy because I found a deal. Again, I could have wholesaled it for $40,000.
So and this just land.
Nah, it was a deal where
okay.
it had a house on it, but they had you could break it up into where you could build next door to it.
Okay.
And see, how did you learn about like the zoning and all that? Because I feel like a lot of people don't know too much about like when it gets to the zoning.
When I sold that deal $150K too cheap and found out, like, again, that negative thing, then I'm like, okay, what's the positive thing? All right, I just learned that I need to learn about zoning.
Okay.
So every city is different. Real estate managed on like a state and local level. So you got to go to your zoning office and planning office. And in Nashville, we got a handbook. So again, between reading online, you know what I'm saying, and then also asking, again, relationships, asking other people. Yeah. That's how I started learning the game, and again, by doing it. So I found a good deal. I knew somebody would pay me $40K more for it. Then I was like, okay, I'm in a situation where I don't need $40K.
Okay.
That's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm like, let's take this deal down. You feel me? And that was my first taste of new development.
Okay.
Went crazy with that deal. I talked about it on Millionaire Mindset.
What happened? Let me hear it.
So I built the house.
Okay.
And I sold the renovation, and that project netted me $350,000.
Damn. And how long did it take you?
It took about 12 months.
Okay. But $350K though.
Yeah.
Shit, that's
in 12
great.
months, you break that down, it's like what, $30K a month?
For sure.
Somewhere around there.
Were you just focused on that, or were you still had
wholesaling?
Oh, so shit.
Because now I got a company that's sourcing deals.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm learning development. Of course, I'm out at the project, fixing flips and development. I'm learning that game, so I want to be hands-on. But we still sourcing deals.
So how involved were you like in the wholesale business? Like what all did you have to do?
Not as more marketing, making sure that we generate leads.
Yeah.
But I took myself off the phones about 2 years into the company.
Yeah, I did too.
I fired myself from the phones, and that helped me grow the company and learn skills like flipping and development.
So you didn't have to get on the phone at all, like talk to any sellers, anybody.
So you had your acquisition manager, which is somebody that talked to the leads and get it, and how you dispo.
I got I'll dispo deals, and then I knew people in the market,
and then just hold.
And I've had disposition managers on and off. I got one right now. Well, asset manager right now.
Okay, yeah.
But dispo is always like,
you really don't need no dispo.
Yeah.
I know people be having it, but I'm like,
buyer.
Yeah, for sure. You the buyer, and then if you got other wholesalers, you could just send them the deals, tell them to do the dispo or whatever. So you really don't need nobody to do dispo. So okay, I got you. So you made $350 off that first one.
Yes.
$350. Shit. So how much did you buy it for?
I bought the deal for $185.
Okay.
And then I built I put like $80,000 into the house.
Okay.
Sold that house for $425.
Oh shit.
So I was in the lot for plus 100 something.
Yeah.
I was already up on the lot. Built the house for $283,000 and sold it for $515.
And this all with the hard money lender?
Oh no, I fund that with a bank.
Oh, with the bank.
Okay.
So how much was like the down payment and everything?
I ain't putting
You
nothing
gotta
down.
say
I ain't putting it.
I ain't putting nothing down. This is why relationships so important. So another goal I made was, and I learned from my mentors, your environment is the big frequency boost. You feel me? So when I got to Nashville, I start seeing these skies. I had never seen skyscrapers and floor to ceiling windows. Like, you guys my boy. Like, where we from, we don't see that.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't see luxury apartments. So I'm like, I'm gonna move in one of those. And I was hearing people that come before me like, hey, put yourself in an environment where people could afford that, like people with money. So I moved into an apartment and I found my first banker that lended me for that deal. And the deal was so good, it had so much equity. I bought it with hard money, refinanced into the construction loan. So people do it wrong. They try to buy the land with the construction loan first. And the rule is if you try to buy it with the bank straight up, they go only do a cost approach. they'll give you 80% loan to cost. But if you buy it with the lender, the hard money lender, if you got a good enough relationship with your lender, you might could get 100% funding.
Right.
But now you already own the property. Now they go off of a value approach. So they appraise it and they lend you 70, 80% of the overall value of the project.
Yeah.
We talking about a $350,000 net project. So once they appraised it and then figured up how much they could loan me, it was way over what I had it for. So I didn't have to put any money down.
At all, yeah, for sure.
I didn't have to put any money down, you know.
Is that like a reoccurring cycle? Like a lot of your deals were funded with like zero down?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And if I do got to put money down, then I'll get that from somebody else.
Okay.
I don't like to put my money in my deals.
Okay.
Because
That
I
makes
found
sense.
out billionaires weren't doing that.
Yeah.
Like the biggest skyscraper developer in my city in Nashville, I found out he wasn't putting money in his deals. I'm like, why would I?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
You feel me?
That don't make sense. And a lot of us got it all wrong. You know what I mean? Especially in our community, they go, man, y'all should have to use nobody else, or you should use your own money, or don't have anybody. No,
You can't
leverage.
scale like that.
That don't make. Yeah, you can't.
You can't
That
scale.
don't make sense. So I mean, when you trying to have everything on your own, you really just put yourself in a bad position.
Yeah.
Right. Use other people's money, and it's that their money will help you grow. Period.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this: what is more risk, like flipping a house, or like actually like developing all the way from the land?
Of course, development is a bigger risk because it's more on the line. But once you learn it, I would say developing is easier to scale than flipping.
Okay.
And-
Why you say that?
Because like you got to think, if you going in and remodel a 50-year-old home, it ain't gonna be perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You going back over somebody else's work versus developing.
That makes sense.
It's check by check process.
Yeah.
Flipping. Yeah, you could structure it out, but you gonna be doing things all over the place because that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Developing, I'm gonna start with my digging my footers. Then I'm gonna get my block, my foundation. Then after that, I'm gonna frame the house. After I frame it, I'm gonna close it up. You know what I'm saying? After I close it up, I'm gonna do rough ends. Like it's the same process over and over. You know what I'm
the same
saying? So
thing.
it's just easier.
And then essentially you already developing. If you got your own team that's doing the development for you, or construction company, they literally could just I want y'all to do this one just like y'all just did that one.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Exactly.
That's much easier because
But I'm so hands on. I'm so hands on though. Like I think a big mistake people make. I'm not a general contractor, but like especially in a market like today, you might as well call me a GC because think about it. You hire a general contractor to build the house. You don't hire them to make sure the investment profitable. So they don't pay attention to the numbers like you do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know, so like it took me to have a bad deal. I actually had a deal where I built the house and trusted a general contractor. He went over 100K over budget, and I lost like 25,000 on that deal.
It's not that bad.
You feel me? It's not that. No, it ain't.
That
'Cause
25.
I did
'Cause I've
25
heard people
racks.
that literally have made
Hundreds.
people that have lost. Ooh,
A lot.
shit.
You
But
feel me? And I'm still, holding that house and renting it. But then I started realizing, okay, I need to be hands on.
Yeah.
For a period of time. I go by ODA. If I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna operate it. First I'm gonna learn the operation, then I'm gonna delegate it, then I'm gonna automate it.
Okay,
Like
okay.
if you can't be in a position telling people what to do and you never did it before. Like how you respect that? So my first like 2 years in development has been me just learning the numbers, learning the operation, learning the structure of developing a home. You know what I'm saying? To now, whenever I start putting project managers and a team in place, accountants, bookkeepers, because I had a bookkeeper that fired me because she didn't understand development.
oh damn.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
So I just trusted a bookkeeper. I didn't know how to interview her the right way. Now, I know how to interview a bookkeeper for real estate development the right way because I know it. I done it. I got a process.
Okay.
So now that I've been, hands-on, just knowing how to cut costs because, again, I started developing in November 2021. It takes 12 months to build a house. You know what I'm saying? So my cash conversion cycle got longer.
Oh,
I had
okay.
added it up. Like, I hit on that deal. I started buying lots. Like, I'm buying this so many deals.
Yeah.
And I saw that. I added up. I'm like, damn, that's like 400, 500,000 in assignment fees. Like, I could have assigned all those deals, but of obviously make a lot more developing them.
Yeah.
But then the market changed. Hey, it peaked in June of 2022.
I remember. I was
And
in
that's
the house
crazy
at that
because you
time.
gotta hold it for
Pissed me off.
that 12-month stretch. So it's
It
like
take
the
time.
market's gonna fluctuate.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, damn, like I didn't plan like a lot of the houses that I bought and underwrote it, they still profitable deals because I'm sourcing them.
Yeah.
So I buy them so cheap. Like me and my boy, we joke about we need to be on most wanted posts. Like my lenders be like, y'all need to be on most wanted for stealing dirt. Like I want
dirt.
steals, not deals.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's my
for sure.
motto. I want steals, not deals. Like if they want it, then I want it even lower.
Right.
And what
right.
do y'all
Feel
look
me?
for? Like, how do you know it's like a deal? Like, as far as like,
Yeah, that's especially with
So the
dirt,
rule of-
especially with land and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how you, I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, how do you even know? Like, this is
So the rule of thumb is if you could get it at under 20% exit value, you got a good deal.
okay.
So if the house could sell for $1 million, you want to get the dirt ideally under 200,000.
Okay.
Now right now I'm looking to pick up dirt. Like I just bought 3 lots today at like 12% of exit value.
Damn.
you buying any in Atlanta?
Nah,
Just
not
Nashville?
right now.
Just Nashville right now.
We don't run into some land. We trying to get it going.
I'll look at it though. Not right now. I just got so much going on in Nashville. I believe in going deep before I go wide.
That makes
I can
sense, yeah.
spread too thin. So I'm like, look, for me to buy a deal, I got to be able to exit multiple ways. I got to be able to wholesale and make money. I got to be able to buy it and list it and make money. I got to be able to develop it and make way more money.
Right.
So that's my motto. And then the market start changing. And I'm like, I still got to achieve profitability on my deals. I got to hit 15, 20% return.
Right.
So then I start learning how to cut costs majorly on my deals. And that's where a lot of developers mess up by hiring a GC and not paying attention to the costs, and now they losing money.
Okay.
Like I tell people all the time, just because you see these nice houses, that don't mean the person that's selling it making money.
It's true.
Like 9 times out of 10, I could look at what somebody purchased the dirt for, because that's the most important part of a development deal. Because you can't change that.
Yeah.
Like once you buy the land, you can't change that cost. I could look at what you purchased the dirt for and look at the product and to an accurate degree estimate what the numbers are on
Okay,
that deal.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just
yeah.
comes from studying the market and knowing your market and knowing, costs.
Yep.
A lot of people don't get to that point because they just
That's
put
right.
it in somebody else's hands.
Yep. So obviously you're doing development. How many developments have you done to this point now?
17.
17? Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
And I still active, got about 6.
6. Okay,
Yeah.
actively that you're doing right now.
I got 6 going on right now. Yeah, and I got a handful of others that is in the works.
Overall, so I know you've been doing 2021. How much you think you done made over that spread from development?
I would say in real estate, I done over 3 million net.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. And you only been doing it for how long?
5 years.
5 days.
So I made 5 years in August.
Okay,
Like
okay.
no, this month. Yeah, June, August, somewhere around this time.
Bro, congratulations on that,
Appreciate
bro.
you,
Real
bro.
You
sure.
be stepping up the ladder
Appreciate
fast.
you.
They be like, I did 1 year doing this, 1 year
year
doing
doing
this,
this,
1
1
year
year
doing
doing
this.
this.
On to the next.
So that and that's why I tell people it all started with 35 grand.
So how long can you see yourself doing this? Like, is this like
The rest of my life, bro.
For real?
Yeah, like cause again, you get into real estate to eventually build a portfolio.
And that's all it is, yeah.
I would say I've been fortunate enough now I mentor people in the game now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I that came from, just from young. I always said I want to have a school and be able to teach people how to make money.
Oh, okay.
Like we need to teach
This
kids.
guy made
skill.
me, but what? Because people don't know how to make no money. They just teach you in school, bro.
Exactly.
How to go to school, and they're not gonna teach you how to make no money. We all heard this before. They don't teach you how to make no money.
They don't. And people always talk about the problems in the world, and I truly believe that the absolute number one only best way to fix the problems we got in America is through the kids.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's the
It's
future.
through the generation coming up.
Yeah.
So if I could teach people how to make money and provide for themselves, then guess what? If I could teach 100 people how to make money without a job, make hundreds of thousands, millions, it depends on how far they go, how many of those people are going to change their life?
Right.
Change, and then how many of those people are going to change their family for generations to come? And then the people they touch, you know what I'm saying? It become a domino effect. So that's what Triple M came from, money making mindset.
Okay.
Because it's really more about the mindset
Yeah.
and how you think about the information than the money.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's where that came from. So
What you got in the plan for you in the future now? Like what you got going on?
like building the brand.
Okay.
And like as far as like real estate, of course, we running it up with that.
Yeah.
You get in real estate to buy assets,
Right.
So like I own some rentals. I should own a lot more. So now my next phase is stacking up my passive income.
Okay.
And using my active income because we done talked about a lot of good on this podcast, on this show, but like, bro, I didn't hit 0 multiple times in this 5-year stretch. Like for anybody that's watching this, that you in a point where you on a 4 month, 6 month stretch without making money, don't stop. Cause I've been there multiple times. You feel me? I done been points where I done had 100,000, then had zero. You know what I'm saying? And wanted to quit. You know what I'm saying? Losing motivation. But like I said at the beginning, when you lose your motivation, it's gonna determine if you really dedicated or committed to the game. Because you gotta understand, motivation is an emotion. Emotions go up and down.
Yeah.
Commitment, that's a decision. That's a fact. You might not feel motivated every day, but if you committed, it's like getting married.
Yeah.
You're not gonna wake up every day wanting to get married, but you married, you're committed. You married.
I'm fucking married.
You committed though.
I'm committed.
Even when you get up and don't feel
You
like
got my
it.
damn nerves. That's all good. I guess he ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. So like at the end of the day, bro, like everybody, like you watch these shows and you watch people talk about their dubs. You get on Instagram, you watch people talk about their dubs. That's what it's for. You know, people go talk about it. But understand that, like, bro, behind every person you see successful, they put in a lot of work and they took a lot of L's to get to that dub.
For sure.
They took a lot of L's to get to that dub, bro. Yeah, that they don't
And
talk,
it
you know, and I done
ain't
been through a lot of
necessarily
them.
that they don't want to talk about it. It's just like, bro, my platform is not for you to take.
That's understood.
like,
We
bro,
understand that as
yeah, but-
entrepreneurs.
yeah, for real,
like
like,
we went through that. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like we know this wasn't peaches and cream. I know y'all got y'all stories.
Man,
where
definitely done with
shit
Lost
wasn't
Ellis.
easy.
But what? Our first
Exactly.
flip was
Our
first flip, but it was like
a story.
down
Exactly.
zero, but it made the shit back just through wholesaling. That's why I was
Exactly.
like, oh, you got this. Like you said, you learn how to fish.
Exactly.
And ain't worried about it. It's like,
Exactly,
I know I'm gonna get it
exactly.
back for sure. So right now, so I know you talk about being committed to something like that. I just gotta ask, you married or anything?
Nah.
You not? Oh,
Nah, I'm
okay.
not married. I got a girlfriend. Yeah.
You got a girlfriend?
I got a
Hey,
girlfriend.
look how you look at the camera. I got a girlfriend.
I got a girlfriend. And she in real estate too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
You got
so
you got a kid or anything?
Nah, no
shit,
kids.
That boy said he good.
No
Okay.
kids. And that's the good thing. You know, if you ain't got no kids right now, understand that you in a position where you could really risk it all.
I still
And
risk that shit.
Risk it,
And I think I will.
Still,
Goddamn.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yo, I might, hey, you
gotta do
doing
what
your
you gotta do.
tattoos, baby. And then,
When you got a kid though, you do gotta move like a little safer. You can't just put it on you
because it
it's
ain't
not on
just
no
you.
more, yeah.
You know, they say when you have a kid, like you
yeah, for
find
sure,
a
you
love
do.
that you
Yeah.
never even thought it was possible for you to love that much.
It don't matter what I'm going through. I see my kid, I'm like,
Exactly.
oh,
So like even though you feel like it, it's
Yeah.
some decisions
Yeah, I
that
ain't
you
gonna-
make because of your kid. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Because it's like geared for you to make that right decision because of your kid.
Yeah.
Versus if you don't have it, like you really making decisions for you. So like, man, shit, get it right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now.
yeah. So fuck all the dates and all that
Yeah.
shit right now.
Get it right now. Put
it
your
right
head down.
I got you. So I mean, do you think you having a girlfriend? You think that kind of like be able to keep you focused, or will you just focus already anyway?
I've been focused.
Yeah, some people
like
be like,
I never
yeah,
was
I'm
the
like-
dude chasing
Yeah.
women all day. Like I got friends that do that, and I be the one. They'll tell you, I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, facts.
My head is down. You feel me? Because time, I know time is worth more than money.
Absolutely.
So what I do with my time is go determine how valuable it is, you know what I'm saying, in the future and how much of it I control.
Yeah.
So if I spend it wasting it, then guess what? My time ain't gonna be that valuable throughout my life. But if I spend it growing my skills, growing my business, sharpening myself, eventually I'm gonna look up and my time is just
For
worth
sure.
everything. Which it
how old
is.
are you right now?
I'm 25.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like you got hella time. Now by the time you 30, you like shit.
Yeah.
Now you got so much more time. That's so much more valuable than the money you already done made.
Yeah.
So now you're able to use your time.
And the skills, like, bro, I done made a lot of money, bro. And I know, like, I'm really gonna hit my pinnacle, like, in 10 years. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like, because if I done this young, who knows what's gonna happen in my my late 20s, 30s. You know, I want to make 100 million. I want to push it as far as I can. But what I learned in these last 5 years is like money ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you start making money young,
Yeah.
and then people giving you all this love, and then you think you got it figured out, but really money is just one part of wealth. You know what I'm saying? I started looking at, as a result of being in business, I started looking at mental health,
Yeah.
hiring life coaches. I'm always working on my physical health. You know what I'm saying? My knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So like all the things outside of money help me get to the point where I can earn at a high level or perform at a high level. So like, yeah, the money cool, but like the experience, the reps, just the belief, the relationships, all of that is what's gonna really take me to that level where it's like I'm freeing generations that's hundreds of years after I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure, man. I hope y'all are listening to this. This man just gave out a hella game.
Yeah, like we just getting started.
Thing, though, what's the next level like after development? Like, how do you like take that up a notch? Or is it just like more output?
It's larger developments. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like, right now I focus on infill development, single, double family.
Okay.
I got some pieces of dirt that I own that I could, put 30 plus units on it.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm still, like right now it's not the best time in the market to just dive in and do deals like that.
Especially
So still just kind of, analyzing these deals. And
Yeah.
of course, my goal is to get into larger developments, but also growing the brand, bro, Triple M, because since I've, started helping people get into real estate, the opportunities that come from that, it's just been crazy.
I'm telling you,
It's
bro,
been crazy.
It's crazy because now that I just started teaching this stuff, that's why honestly, it ain't even necessarily about teaching to get money. I don't too much care about that. It's the fact that I'm posting and I'm building a brand.
Yeah.
So now more people come to me, send me more deals and stuff. So if y'all scared about posting and be like, because I know that's me and BJ thing, like, bro, I ain't posting because I make money off the internet. But it's like, it's not about making money. It's about building a relationship because now you show yourself as an authority. That's why I hit you up. Like, hey, bro, you need to come on the podcast.
And I like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
we understand, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Invest Fest, you feel me? We're going to build relationships.
That's exactly why we're going.
Because you never know that person you go meet that y'all literally make millions and millions of dollars together.
Yeah, for sure.
And some people just feel like every person they meet supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you're not supposed to think like that. You're supposed to think, what value can I add to this relationship?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's reciprocated. Energy is reciprocated.
Yep.
It's a feeling thing. It's just destiny,
Yep.
So like, bro, that mindset and that relationship and just being exposed and in the right rooms and around the right people, all of that matter, like in, that journey up to the top because, and again, the journey.
Yeah,
The process, that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
The result is the result. The process, that's where all the gold at. That's what people pay us for.
For sure, that's it.
The process. They want to know the process. Imagine paying somebody to learn the game and they said, I made $100,000. But they don't say how they did it. You
Yeah,
feel
I say
me?
nothing.
So
Yeah, you just like,
that lets you know right there that the true value is in the actual process. And it ain't just the dubs. It's really more or less the dubs and more really, I want pay you to tell me what not to do.
Yeah.
God
You
damn.
feel me?
That's what they pay for it, yeah.
I want to know what not to do. I want to know what roadblocks you got past and could save me some time.
Yeah.
Help me go around them if I can, or help me break through them. You feel me? So
Yeah, bro. Man, look, I appreciate you even coming out today, bro. But I need you to do one more thing for us, right?
Yeah.
So we dropped this episode on Tuesdays. That's the beginning of the week.
All right.
So we like to leave people with something they can actually go implement this week and
Okay.
actually become better.
Yeah.
So we call it give them some.
All right.
Give them something. Give them some game that they actually implement this week that'll help them get along their journey, whether it's monetary wise, physically, mentally, whatever that is. Just go to give them something that camera right there.
Man, look, straight up, at the end of the day, if you follow me on Instagram, every single day that I get up, I post win the day. So what I want you to focus on is every single day, win the day. And that's how you win the week. You win the week, that's how you win the month. You win the month, every single month, that's how you win the year. So what's one thing you could do? If you want to get into real estate, hop in the car, go get some property addresses, and then start reaching out to those people.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it's going to take hard work, but you go come across somebody that's going to sell you their property at a discount, and it's going to automatically put you in an equity position where you can make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. You get that check, reinvest that into your business, and you start scaling from there. So start today.
Start today. Hey, man, first of all, where can they find you at?
Instagram, Abram Mitchell. So ABRAM MITCHELL_. That's me on all platforms.
That's him. And make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at On The Porch. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, go over to other platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Backpage, whatever you want. Whatever you want, OnlyFans, whatever you want, goddamn. Go
They use
ahead
that no more,
and
man.
goddamn go ahead and for sure subscribe and just say something nice about us, move us up those charts, and leave us a super chat if y'all feel like Abram gave y'all a hella game. We trying to continue bringing these people on and give y'all a lot of game. So make sure that you all support BJ.
Hey, y'all go follow me at _BJ Real. But most importantly, y'all go follow the podcast. We're on all platforms at _On The Porch. Man, it's been a great episode. Like I said, everybody, we gonna be busy the whole weekend. I know people got to go, but hey, love y'all. Go on.
Peace. Good shit, bro.
JT on the track again.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.